Hey, hey, happy Wednesday. What's up? It's Sahar Paz. We're here to talk about your voice. You know how I am. The body of my work is dedicated to your voice, your inner voice, how it works on the inside, and of course, your spoken voice. I want you to be heard. That's important to me. That's important for a fulfilled life. Every month, I gather with women 3 weeks in a row, and we talk about different aspects of your voice, how you hold yourself back, how you actually speak up. And every month, I want to help you do the same for free. And I bring tidbits and love from what I've learned in these circles with these women. And last night we had a really interesting one come up, which always seems to be a theme every month. Self-love. Self-love is this almost confusing and dreamy version of what we think we should feel to ourselves. As one woman said in the group last night, how do I know I've arrived? How do I know I love myself? Sometimes I'm not happy all the time. Sometimes I still question what I do. And this is the answer to that. Self-love is about two things: respect and compassion. When you have respect for who you are, where you are along the journey, the fact that you are human, your humanness, that you're going to make mistakes, that just because you are here on this earth a number of days and because of the number of emotions you have, you are by chance not going to have a good time every day, that you will fail, that you will be rejected, but that shouldn't affect your self-love. Can you respect yourself along this journey? Can you have compassion with yourself and understand, I made a mistake. It wasn't the right time. I could have done better. I did the best that I could with what I knew. Self-love are those two things. If you're not sure what it is, remember to have respect and compassion for yourself, your journey, and the ups and downs of life. There is no one that is happy 24/7. So with self-love comes forgiveness. And the Me Project, which is the group coaching that we are doing this March, and by we, I mean Darlene LeBron of Suits, Heels, and Curves, as well as myself. I tend to partner up every month because I believe two voices are better than one. And I know that you need solutions that come in many forms and modeled in different ways. So this March, me and Darlene are hooking it up for the Me Project. And the first aspect of the Me Project is this self-love. What is this concept? And the respect and compassion for yourself are a huge part, but so is forgiveness. So here's the thing. We humans are on a continuum. We rarely forget, especially if we are the ladies. We add to our experiences. Our left brain has a part that the scientists mention as the interpreter. It is a place within our brain where we need to give ourselves a sense of self, right? So I'm sure you've heard this before. These are the stories that you tell yourself, the inner narrative, the inner critic, whatever you want to label it. These are the stories that our left brain needs to understand who we are. And because of the nature of our amazing brain and how we remember, we're in this continuum as humans. So we're adding our experiences on top of each other. And it's hard for us to give credit just as much to the good as it is the bad. Why is it that when you look back at the last 10 years, you can easily cringe at things versus stand tall and be like, I did that. I'm proud of that. Did the best that I could. What's happening is your sense of self is wrapped up with all these experiences that you've had. I'm not asking you to let them go. I'm asking you to understand that it's okay for you to forgive yourself, for you to forgive yourself for your humanness and whatever that was, whether it was lowering your standards for a person or a situation. Maybe you just made a big old mistake. Who cares? You're human. But here's the deal with your brain. Because it's associated itself with the story on repeat, the interpreter, the left brain is like, no, girl, this is who you are, this is how you messed up, and this is what you're going to identify with. That's it. So when you try to forgive yourself, when you try to rationalize, when you try to really feel that forgiveness on the inside, there's a part of your brain that is saying, are you trying to let a piece of you go? Are you trying to give a piece of us away? And that's what you need to understand, that self-love and forgiving yourself have to go hand in hand. And that's where that compassion comes in. You can forgive yourself for mistakes. You can forgive yourself for reacting in situations that made things worse for you. You can forgive others because once you understand that respect and compassion towards yourself help you forgive yourself, you will so much better, easier, I'm tongue-tied right now, be able to forgive the others that have crossed paths with you. Self-love is not about being perfect at all. Self-love is about respect of your journey, the respect of your voice, understanding where you misstepped before, forgiving yourself for it, and moving on with compassion and with respect. So I hope that you can join Darlene and I for the Me Project. We are talking all about self-love on March 4th. We have a whole session dedicated to it. On March 8th and March 15th, we are also going to meet. March 8th is all around fashion, the psychology of fashion. And March 15th is about wellness and what wellness means to you. So in the meantime, for those of you practicing self-love and forgiveness, I want you to get in touch with what self-love means to you. What does it mean to you? Maybe you need to write down values that are important to you, at least 5 of them. Because if self-love is this idea that you can't really wrap your mind around, then I want you to come back to your values as a person. What are values that you expect from people in your life? Respect, honesty, compassion. How can you offer this back to yourself? 3 to 5 things. Let's get to your values. Let's get to the core of who you are. That's where your self-love is. That's where your respect and your compassion lie. And as you begin this journey of respect and compassion, when forgiving yourself, think of a time that you're really having a hard time letting go, a situation, a regret. Is there one that you're having a very hard time letting go? Can you write it? Can you face it? You know, hiding from your mistakes don't make them any better. Bring them out of the dark into the lightness. Use your words and your voice to do that. There should be no shame in your game. Remember, self-love comes with respect and compassion. So have respect for your humanness. Understand that you will make mistakes. Understand that you will be rejected at some point. Understand that is the journey of life, and it is your inner voice that can help you cope with it, and it is your spoken voice that can bring you the things that you crave. Today's web jam was all about self-love and forgiveness. So I hope you come back to this, you replay it, and that you take away the activities I asked you to do. What are your values? What values do you expect from the people in your life? And how can you show yourself that? Respect and compassion is self-love. And forgiving means that you are human. You're not giving away a part of yourself or forgetting a part of your journey by forgiving yourself. Matter of fact, it's time to trust yourself, to know that you won't lead yourself astray. And the first step is to bring that regret into the light, to admit to it, and to confirm within yourself that you won't do it again. Me Project starts on March 4th. Since you watched this whole thing, I'm giving you 20% discount. So if you go to my website, saharpaz.com, and you go to the store, the Me Project is there, and your code for 20% off is I love me. All lowercase, all one word, I love me. So 20% off for the Me Project, a 3-week extravaganza of harnessing your health through self-love, fashion, and wellness. I hope you can join Darlene and I. Please leave comments, come back to this video, give yourself some love, forgive yourself, and honor how human you are. Until we meet again, have a great hump day.